Bishop, and I love Disney, so I'm going to kind of be describing an experience from that. I went with 3 of my other friends this past summer, and it was like the worst planned out trip in the entire world. It was so unorganized. And so we would go, like we had what day we wanted to go to each park, but we would get to a park and we would ride a certain ride, and then we'd be like, oh, I really want to ride this other ride in a completely different park. And so we did that, and then we would go to that other park and ride that ride, and we'd be like, oh, I really want to ride this other ride in a completely different park. And so we walked like minimum 5,000 miles in 3 days. And we're like in the worst shape. We're the most unhealthy teenagers ever. And so on like the 3rd day, we were just exhausted. Like we were crawling back to our hotel room, dramatic. And we got to our room and our feet were hurting so bad. And so we decided, genius idea, to put our feet in like an ice bath. Because we're wimps. And so we went to the ice machine, or I did, to fill up this trash can full of ice. And we put the door stopper on the door so that I could kind of tell which room was mine. And so I went and I filled it up, and it's like heavy because I'm a woman and I'm weak. And so I was walking back to the room, and I like found the door that was ours because it had a door stopper on it. And I was holding the trash can, and so I didn't have any arms to open it with, and so I really am dramatic. And so I like karate kick this door open, and it swings open and it hits the wall with like this loud bang. And I look, and there's this kid sitting on our bed. And so, I call out to my roommate, I'm like, why is this kid on our bed? And I look down, and there's this woman just looking up and like absolutely terrified. And that's when I realized that I kicked open the wrong door and barged into this room like with this family that's now traumatized for life. And I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm freaking out. And then they were like kind of yelling at me. They got on to me about being observant and being responsible, like carrying my trash can full of ice, and like backing out. And so that was basically it. I traumatized. There's like a kid in the corner, traumatized. But that was it.
All right.